Hi, it is me, Debbie, the quilting grandma, and this is in Quiltfect, where the imperfect becomes perfectly loved. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you do? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I needed my coffee. I've tried to tape this. This is the third attempt, okay? It's weird, but I'm here. How y'all been? I've been good. I am a little overwhelmed in a good way, but I am a little overwhelmed. My daughter and I started this channel about a month ago, a little more than a month ago, on the 4th of December of 2023. Why? I love to quilt. I love my sewing room. I like talking to people, and I don't talk to people anymore because I'm home all the time. So my daughter said, we'll do something, so I did. And why is it in Quiltfect, you ask? Very good question. Because I am not a perfect quilter. I do what I can with what I have. I do what I can, how I can. So that's why this channel came to be. But all of y'all know this because you've been following me for a while, and I'm so grateful. So absolutely and completely grateful from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how this has moved me to tears, truthfully. Shout out to my very first subscriber. Her name is Lucy Scott 736. Lucy, you are the queen. You did it. You were the first. I love you to the day I die. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being our first subscriber. If you want, send me an email to inquilfect, EINQUILTFECT @gmail.com. Please, I'd love to send you something, a little card, something to say thank you because, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I am so very grateful. So Lucy was our first, and we've gotten up to 315 already, not more, in about a month. And that is impressive. But what's most impressive is the amount of views. We're almost at 10,000 views, people. That is amazing to me. 10,000 views. But they haven't all subscribed. So subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Yeah, just hit the little button and subscribe. Because I keep thinking, if 1/4 of you subscribe to my channel, oh my God. Oh my God. Just, oh my God. So don't forget to subscribe and comment. Look, those of you that have commented, oh Lord, those of you that have commented, know that I respond to the comments, to every single one. I don't care if this channel blows up. I will always do my best to respond to each and every one of those comments. Because for me, that's what keeps me entertained. I have a person that watched me from Russia. Okay? Russia. And they translated the page. Oh, Vivian, Chile, hola. We talk now. We share cafe. We share our cafe. I talk to almost everybody that comes on. I've responded to everybody. Have a little couple, I'm not going to mention their names, that live in a retirement community. And she told me that she loves me, that I make her laugh, but I'm too loud. I apologize. I try not to be, but I can't help it. It's in the genes, lady. Look at the flag right there. See it? I'm Puerto Rican. We talk loud. I have tried. Let me tell you something, though. I have brought it down. When I was younger, I was even louder. Anyway, but thank you for commenting. She likes me, though. Even though I'm loud, she likes me. Yeah. It's a fun ride. But please subscribe. Tell your friends to come and subscribe. Come and watch. I want to go live. I so want to go live so we can talk. I love talking with people. And the funny thing is I used to be so very shy. Anyway, second thing I want to talk about. You all remember in the first episodes that we were going to have a little giveaway if you could guess my age. Now, there was a person that did guess my age. And I shouted out her name, but she hasn't responded. And so she had until yesterday. Virginia, I'm sorry you didn't respond. I don't know why, but it could have come through here again. But anyway, sorry, but I love you anyway. So the person that came closest to her quicker, and your name is Cindy Hughes, 64. Cindy, email at inquiltfect.com. inquiltfect@gmail.com. Send me your address. We will cover shipping. Okay? Don't have to cover shipping. Not in this one. We'll cover the shipping. And look how beautiful. This is all from Annie's quilt. What's it called? Annie's Quilt Shop. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. They all coordinate. It's all kitcheny. So she won this. And Cindy, you have 5 days. Today is the 10th. You have until the 15th. Please respond. Again, we will cover shipping. I just need your address to get this out to you. So congratulations, Cindy. So how old am I? I'm 65. I am 65. I will be 66 in 2 months. I'm a March baby. I'm spring. Although that's the least I am, but yeah, I'm spring. So yeah, my birthday's in a couple of months. I'll be 66 in a couple of months, but right now I am 65 years old. Cindy said I was 64. Just 1 year. You were off. Now, there were 2 comments. Magda, I'm not going to say the rest of your name, but hell no. Look at this face, girl. I mean, this is here because I had an operation on my neck. So it's all wrinkly. It's never going to come back. That's where I lost my voice. That's where the decibels came down. That's why you see this. But no, I'm not that old. Look at me without the neck. There you see? Not that old. This is fat. So Magda, nope. But RQV Texas 8391, I love you. She said I was in my 50s. Oh, I love her so much. You made my day. When I saw that comment, I told my daughter, ooh, people think I'm younger. Ha 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 ha. So thank you for that. Yeah, so let's see what we're going to talk about today. We got some stuff to talk about. But the first thing, again, this is my 3rd taping. And I was going to leave this to the end, but it just... First and foremost, Quilt Police. If you're out there watching this, go away. Okay, just go away. This is not a channel for the Quilt Police. Nope. This is a channel for those of us that are not perfect quilters. This is the channel for those of us that do things because we enjoy it, not because we're striving for perfection. I'm not that way, and I hope none of you are either. We're all imperfect. All of us. There's not one human on the face of the earth that's perfect. So the things we do don't have to be perfect. We just have to love it. I love what I do. It's imperfect. It's got mistakes. It's everything. But guess what? I love it. And if I love it and my family love it, I don't care. I don't pay attention to Quilt Police. Yesterday I was watching, I think it was on Instagram, somebody posted the new pattern that came out. That was a pattern on MSQC, by the way. It was they had done, oh my God, I hate it when the words go away from me. When all 3 of them are on, forget it. Today it's brain farts. Whew. Anyway, it was a really cute wonky star pattern, and they finally got the pattern out. So they were making a remark on it on Instagram, and all of a sudden the Quilt Police came out. I'm not going to name your name because you don't deserve it. But she came out, and the only comment, I bet you can't find the oops. Why? Why? Why do people feel the need to validate themselves in that manner? Why can't you just leave well enough alone? I mean, okay, look, I post to my friends on my page, on my personal page. Whenever I finish a quilt top, I show it. Because I like it. I feel proud. Hey, I made it. I feel proud. And I had done one that I adore. I haven't quilted it yet. It was a Lady of the Lake, Missouri Star Quilt Company pattern. And I did it only in 2 tones. and it came out beautiful. But I made a bunch of mistakes that I hadn't noticed. I put it out. I showed everybody. I was so proud. And then I saw the mistakes. Nobody that saw it, that remarked on it, said, hey, guess what? You have a mistake. No, nobody did. Why? Because they didn't care. It's still a beautiful. I fixed a couple of them. There was one I couldn't fix. But you know what? I don't care. So Quilt Police, stay away from this channel. And I mean this, stay away. Because if you come on this channel and make a snarky remark, I don't know if I'll be able to control myself. Okay? I don't want to be that person. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to talk about just having fun quilting. So, just stay away. I am not an artist. Okay? I quilt because I like working with my hands. It helps me strengthen my fingers. It helps me strengthen my eyesight. It keeps me calm. It keeps me entertained. So I enjoy it. I will sit in here. There are days before I started this channel, I would sit in here and just look at my fabrics and just enjoy it. Just looking at them or touching them or fixing them and putting them in a different way. It soothes me. Putting together a quilt, working on something and creating it and then seeing it come alive soothes me. And I lost a point. I don't care. Does it look pretty? Yeah. Like, remember this one? Mrs. Quilty, shout out. I did the runner. I don't know if I posted it here, but I finished the runner. Look how pretty. Now, it's got a whole bunch of points gone. Completely disappeared. They're not there. Don't look for them because they're not good. They went away. But you know what? I love it. I love this runner. I love the fabric colors. I love the way it worked out. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Are the points there in those triangles? Nope. They're not there. I don't care. I'm going to finish it, and we're going to put it on the table, and that's that. Who cares? You care? This isn't your quilt. I made it. I don't care. It doesn't have points. Am I trying to get better? Yes. With every quilt I make. I strive to improve with everything I do. Doesn't mean it's always going to work. I have issues with my hands. I have issues with my eyes. Therefore, I do what I can with what I have. This is the other one. This is for remember when I talked to you about my sister, Donna, that's a little bit jealous of y'all. So I had the other Mrs. Quilty box with this other fabric. Look how pretty. Tell me this isn't pretty. I made her a table topper. I had the 4 hearts. I made them with just one of the fat quarters, by the way. And I still have some fabric there for scraps. And since I know her color scheme, I put white borders. The sashing and the borders were my creation. They were not in the pattern in the book. I just added them on. And then because we're musicians, that's the backing. Musical notes. Aren't they pretty? So this is going to go on her table. And she's happy. She loves it. Everything I've ever made her. I've made her 2 quilts. They're both in the living room. Okay? Both of them. A pink one. And she hates pink. But she's a cancer survivor. So she's got to deal with it. She loves it. She uses it. I made her another one. One of my original first ones. They use it every day. It's been in the washer. It's very inexpensive fabric. And my sister is a maniac with cleanliness. So those quilts get washed a lot. Her grandson throws them on the floor. And they're inexpensive fabrics and they're still there. So you know what? She'll use it until it rips apart. I know her. That's why I quilt. I don't quilt to make anybody else happy. I quilt to make my family, the person I give it to, and to myself happy. And that's all you need to do, people. Don't let the quilt police bother you. Okay? And Missouri Star Quilt, that person who wrote that comment. Yeah. Anyway, remember that I told you that I had been working on In From the Cold. I'm in love with that pattern, and I've learned a lot about myself in the process. I work better working block by block than creating everything at once. Like I've been watching so many even before I retired. I started watching tutorials to learn because I didn't know. So I started watching tutorials to learn how to quilt. I have tried so many different processes to organize myself when I'm going to make something, and none of them work perfectly. This, however, has really worked. I'm enjoying this. Doing this block by block. You all remember this one. It was the first one. I learned about color placement because this should have been darker and this should have been darker so it would pop out. But again, this is for my lap. And I have to do the squiggles, but that's embroidery and I got to do it. So that's that one I already showed you. But yesterday, last night actually, I sat down, I finished the table topper, and I kept looking at the pattern. I said, I already had the fabric pre-cut. The only thing I hadn't cut was the background. So I started playing around. I did it and I finished it. Look. And gorgeous. Look how cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, that is the steam coming out. I made it dark. I don't care. Look how pretty. I love it. It was so easy to make. So fast. It came together so fast. I'm not going to show you my backs, because you don't need to see that. Nobody's going to see it when it's in the quilt anyway. But look how pretty. I love it. I love this pattern. I am going to keep making until there are 9 cups. So the next one is this one. That's the one that's coming up soon. Let me put it up here so you can see it better. There we go. Remember, this pattern is free. I'll make sure my daughter puts it in the comments below so you can find it. It is a free pattern by Moda. I'm in love with it. I'm telling you, I love this pattern. It is so much fun to work on. So amazing. But then, I want to work on the baby quilt, but I can't do it yet. I got to control myself because I want to finish some other stuff that I've got pending. I've got a lot of personal stuff that I have to do. And I'm starting the gym. I need to get moving. And the gym is going to help me. And I went, and thank God there are a lot of old people there, so I'm not going to feel out of place. So I got to start the gym, got doctor's appointments. So I've got stuff going on, but I want to cut it so bad because, see, my problem is that one, I so want to see it done. And it's so easy because all it is squares and half squares, and I'm good with those. And I could put it on my AccuQuilt and cut it there. Dun, dun, dun. Most of the blocks I can cut with the AccuQuilt. So that'll go. And I know myself. And since it's easy placement, I'm going to want to do it. And I don't have time for it. So I got to rein it in, Debbie. Rein it in. Rein it in. You can do this. Okay. But I will do it. And when I start cutting, I will make some videos so you can see it. So yeah. That's the other project I have pending. Plus the Minecraft quilt. I gotta send a message to 10 Sisters because I need instructions on the colors. I'm having a lot of trouble getting the solids. So I need to ask them some questions and see if they can give me the color schemes. It makes it a lot easier to see if I have those colors in my stash. And if not, my daughter-in-law's going to buy the fabric that I need. But buying a yard of solids for a fat quarter is ridiculous. Because some of them are just a couple of squares, 2.5 inches. Others are a little bit more. Others would be a little less than half a yard. And not everybody sells half yards. You know, I looked at one, I said, oh, the color. And when I went on, a minimum purchase of 2 yards. For what? No. So I'm working on it. But I don't think it's going to be ready for his birthday. I really don't. And that makes me sad. But he doesn't know about it. So, okay. So, let's see what else we're going to talk about. Oh, before we leave. There was a question before that. There was a question regarding irons. I want to do an episode on irons because I have a collection. I know. I have an illness. I can't help it. I have a collection of irons. But none of them work exactly the way I like. I don't spend a lot of money on irons. I would love to have an Aliso to try it. I can't afford it, but I would love to have it, especially the little one, because my space, and I'm going to show you here now. There it is. This is my little sewing table. See? Don't look at this. This is fabric. This is the iron I got. Cost me $20. This one cost me $20. But I can't use the steam anymore because when I put water in it, it leaks. So I have a mister. This is awesome, by the way, people. Misters are awesome because the spray is so fine that, it doesn't soak your fabric. But I love her. Oh, God, I love this thing. I don't use it a lot because I don't want to waste it. I can't buy this. So I don't want to waste it. So I use it when I need to. When there's something that's really, really, really difficult to get the wrinkle out, to get the crease out, then I'll use it in combination with steam. So anyways, you see there's the coffee machine back there. Look at her. Look at her. She's all lonely now because I just made coffee. My coffee machine's in my room because, yeah, I drink a lot of coffee. Anyway, yeah, that's my little ironing station. And that's the iron I'm using now. Thing is, I like steam. Some people steam, others don't. Some people will mist, others don't. Some people starch, others don't. I like using a combination of all, but I like using steam when I'm opening and securing my seams and opening and pressing to the dark side of whatever it requires and whatever required in the pattern. I like steam because steam will loosen the fibers and then the heat just puts them there in their place. And I love clappers. I learned how to use this last year. I have a collection. I have like 4. I love them because after you steam your creases open, you put this on for a second while you're doing more. Pick it up, put it on, pick it up, believe me, your little squares or your little, they lie flatter. They do. They really do. This works. But it should be made out of specific type of wood because the wood absorbs the heat and the moisture and it leaves it nice and flat. I absolutely love this. I love Lori because Lori Holt has a collection like about 8 or 10 on her ironing station. And sometimes she'll put 2 on top just to make sure the seams are flat. So yeah, I love my clappers are amazing. So yeah, they're good. People, if you can invest or somebody make you one, go for it. Because it really flattens out your seam. And I use, again, let me show you. I have a wool mat. You see it? Now, I have seen comments saying, put a cover on it. Others that say no. I don't use it with a cover. Mine doesn't stink. I don't know. A lot of people, if you don't use a cover and you use steam, it's going to stink. Look, it's even stained in the middle so many times that I've used it already. It's been with me for 2 years. No stench, nothing. It works perfectly. I have it on a little collapsible little table that TV table. That's what I have there. And where I have my camera right now is on another one. I use them because they're convenient. I can close them when I don't need to. But yeah, that's my sewing station right there. And I have a little niche, my little nest here. I have my sewing machine, all my rulers back there. You see them? All my rulers and my lights and my pencils. See, look at that. All that's right there. All my rulers up on the top. And then my sewing station and other fabrics. I have it all surrounding me. So I don't have to get up too much. I have my other cutting table, my big cutting table, the one that goes up and down that I love. I go there when I have to cut a lot of fabric, when I need to do specific measurements and I need to be standing. Because see, people, I had hip surgery, so I can't stand for long periods of time. So I go over there when I need to, not all the time. So irons, there is this iron I would love to try. Because after the question that I received, I went and did a little bit of research. Now, my irons have 1,000 watts because I like an iron to get really hot. And I keep hearing all this about the Oliso, how hot it gets, how hot it gets. Look, this little iron that I have, this I bought in Walmart. It's a Hamilton Beach. This gets up to 1,000 watts. Okay, and it's a steamer. I can literally steam like this. So yeah, $20. Oliso, I would love an Oliso. Oh, I would love to try an Oliso. Both of them, the big one and the baby one. But again, it's the wattage is the important. So that one has 1,000 watts. The Oliso has 1,000 watts. So I am not going to invest in a $80 or $90 iron, mini iron, when I bought one for $25. It's going away, but you guys have no idea how much I use that little iron. I have a big iron that's in my other, with my sewing, with my ironing board. When I do big projects, that's over there, and I only use that when I'm over there. But everyday projects, it's that one. So I use it a lot. So yeah, it's dying because I use the steam. But I saw one, and I've been watching a lot of people again for a lot of time, a long time, and hardly anybody talks about Rowenta. And I love the sole plate of the iron because when you use steam, the more holes in your sole plate, the better, because it means you have more steam coming out. Now, Rowenta has an iron that has a water reservoir. Literally, the iron in itself doesn't carry the water. It's the reservoir, and it has a hose that goes to the iron. That is amazing. But that's not for me. That's very, very expensive in my budget. And for the use, I would use it. But no. But I saw a mini iron, and it has 1,000 watts, and it has a lot of steam holes. A lot. And it's only $40. So that's on my wish list. I'm going to watch and see what can happen, because I'd love to try that iron. I don't want to buy it because, again, I have so many irons. Oh, I don't want to get more irons. I really don't, but I want to try it. Anyway, the person that asked regarding the irons, look to see what kind of use you're going to give it. Do you use steam? Don't you use steam? If you don't use steam, don't knock yourself out. My recommendation is always the wattage. If you need a hot iron, make sure it's 1,000 volts or more, 1,000 watts or more. That's it. Nothing else I recommend, because that's the most important part. 1,000 or more. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to say, stay tuned. There are unboxings on the way. Unboxings on the way. Hi ho, Mario. Unboxings on the way. Stay tuned. They're coming. Subscribe, comment, hit the like button. Don't forget. Love y'all. Bye.